Does that work? End broadcast. Okay, so it says end broadcast, but I cannot see the stream. I cannot see the stream. Oh. All right, testing. 1, 2, 3. Yo. Where do I see my streaming output? I need to check if there's a delay, because last time I believe there was a bit of a delay. Hey, okay, actually I don't think there's a delay. I don't know how to test the delay, but I believe we're good. We're good. All right, guys, welcome to the the Project Envy plan. Just saw the Discord notification. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, if you guys have been paying attention, I have been complaining in my past few videos about not having Envy. Where is he? Here's the fraud. Well, he's not the fraud, which is the problem. But I think I found a solution, and it requires some diabolical means, but I believe we can get him done today. But yeah, the route we have to do to get him done is quite funny. Anyways, if I just real quick pull up my rates for Envy, which I do have on my second monitor because I'm a professional. That being said, I have closed it, so I need to refine it. Here we are. So currently we're at 7 copies. 7 copies in what? 370 pulls or so. So very terrible rates, right? Like completely catastrophic rates. And you might be wondering, okay, so you're 7 copies and 350 pulls. How many do you have saved up for this summoning? And let's just get right into it. 0. Nada. We don't have a single, not even one do we have. So how are we supposed to ascend him? Well, guys, this is where the master plan comes in. We might not have any Stargazer tickets, but look what we do have. 1100, we might not have any Time Gazer tickets, but we do have 1100 Stargazer scrolls. So, if you guys are quick on the uptake, you might realize what the plan is. And this is like the truly diabolical end-stage free-to-play plan. We are going to be 5-starring a Awakened Hero, and then we are going to be summoning excess copies of him or her to trade in for more Envy copies. So, that's the plan. We have 1100 cards, we have 1500 or 150k diamonds. I think it might be doable. What we need, just to sum it up, we have 7 copies, so what we need 5 copies of Envy. 5 copies of Envy. All right. That doesn't sound like a lot, but you do have to realize that the Stargazer rates will be like, we have to get basically 3 copies of an extra to get another Envy copy. So it's time. But before we can do any of that, we have to make a key decision. And that decision is what Awakened Hero do we take to 5 stars? So if we go in here and look at my current Awakened Heroes, it would be easy if I got lucky on normal summons and I had someone close to 5 stars, but every single Awakened Hero I have is at 1 star. So there's no like jumping ahead anywhere. So now we have to ask ourselves, which is the best hero to add stars upon? Do we have any suggestions in chat? We have a moderator. Oh, wait, I forgot. I made full. Oh, wait, you're not. Yeah, I made Logos. Sorry, name change. I made Logos a moderator. So he's suggesting Athalia. We have more Athalia. Chimera Athalia. I don't actually know. Let me just real quick go check. Now, Fool is a known whale. Well, he's actually a retired whale, but yeah, he was a whale. So he actually knows stuff about extra stars. If I go look at this, right? So Athalia gains crit for extra stars. That is quite significant. Crit is like one of Athalia's best stats, and there's a Cursed Realm round where she only works at a certain crit threshold, so that would help there. Other suggestions, we had a Chimera suggestion. Unless she gives HP, I'm not sure that's a thing that I want to do. And she doesn't. She gives magic resist, right? That's magic resist? I believe it is. That doesn't sound as attractive as crit on Athalia. We have a Lucius suggestion. Now for Lucius, I would accept defense, obviously, but if he had like crit damage amplification or something, crit block rate. I actually believe he scales with crit block rate, does he not? What is this thing that scales on crit block? I can't say that word. No, this is CDA, and the defense is, yeah, I'm not gonna read all of Lucius. But yeah, crit block rate is not bad for Lucius. Lucius is getting power crept. You're right. So thinking about like what are the most stable awakened heroes, like what's gonna stay the most? Like for a year ago or so, maybe 2 years ago, you would have said obviously it's gonna be Belinda, right? Because she has infinite staying power. Well, and she also has crit. Well, turns out Belinda's falling out of the meta, partially due to this guy just power creeping her. Other than him, what could we think of? I actually think Athalia's a pretty good shout. I feel like Athalia, ever since her release, like she is meta, not only in PvP obviously, but she's also meta in Nightmare Corridor. She's been there, well, basically since the start. She's there in Cursed Realm to a certain extent. Like there are rounds where she's not in Cursed Realm. Hey there, Toton, a known commenter on my video. I appreciate that. That helps the algorithm, I think. I actually don't know anything about YouTube, but I do appreciate the comments and I do read them. Yeah, so Athalia, she seems like the strongest option. I wish if it was possible, I would do a poll. I've watched some live streams and I know people can like poll things in chat, but maybe that's just on Twitch. If that was possible, I would definitely do a poll. Wait, never mind, guys. Guys, we might be able to do a poll. Ask a question, 5-star. So what are we thinking? Athalia. We had a Lucius. We had a Chimera. Any other ones that could be like thought of? I feel like Athalia, Lucius, Chimera. Maybe not Chimera. Maybe just Athalia and Lucius, really. I'll just send this poll. 5-star who? How do I start the poll? Oh, I have to remove an option. Okay, guys. Professional streamer here. I have created a chat poll, which I guess I can vote in myself. Or not. Maybe not. Can I actually view like how it's going? Oh, I might have ruined like my chat box now. Definitely didn't think about that. Okay, so it's looking like Athalia is looking like the winner right now, right? 80% Athalia, that's like a landslide. And it doesn't seem like, why not Leica? Ooh, here we go. Leica. Now, Leica is also a carry unit. What does she get from extra stars? Oh, she gets physical penetration. Bro, that is quite a good Leica stat. Now, for Leica, obviously, Treasure Scramble, also some Cursed Realm rounds, and I want to say Nightmare Corridor in general. Currently, she's not in the Nightmare Corridor, but she definitely has been in the Nightmare Corridor for a while. Between Athalia and Leica, I would still go Athalia. Yeah, I would. Yeah, actually, I kind of agree. This Logos guy, he's not that dumb, huh? He's like pretty smart, as it turns out. I think Athalia takes priority over Leica, but Leica is a good shout. I can't believe we didn't even think about her. But yeah, let me just end the poll, and hopefully that fixes my chat box. It does. And it ended with 83% on Athalia. So that's what we're gonna do, guys. We have 1,100 cards to go through. So yeah, we might as well just get started. Now, recently my rates, like in my past 919 cards, I have gotten 19 copies of Awakened Heroes. So my rates have been abysmal. But I obviously have not touched Stargazers in a while. Yes, I need 12 copies for 5 stars. That's doable. But then we need an excess of what? We need a lot of copies to trade. Anyways, another thing. For this Lysander guy, he is good, but in Cursed Realm, he works at low investment. And even in, I believe even in Treasure Scramble, he works at low investment because he kind of wants to die. I know some people discussed whether he was better at low investment, and I think the conclusion was inconclusive. They didn't really come to anything. But I'm down to skip this guy to get Envy done, because Envy, no matter how good this guy turns out to be, there's not a single chance in hell that Envy is not better. Envy is like, he's like top tier in every single game mode, and my account currently, if we look at my scores right now, we are bleeding ranks, which is not ideal, right? So Cursed Realm, like, ideally, this is like anywhere between 6 to 4%, hopefully 4. This is unacceptable. My Nightmare Corridor rank, that is just not acceptable. So yeah, That's why we're doing this. Drastic times, drastic measures. Do you know how often new region of Nightmare Corridor pops out? Yeah, you can actually tell, because when they released Nightmare Corridor, there were 7 regions for the longest time, but then they released region 8 fairly recently, and I think that the thing that determined it, I believe, was server count, if I remember correctly, or maybe it was player count. Actually, I don't remember, but I definitely wrote down like my thesis of how they decided it. And how it works is, let's say you're in region 8, right? You're a new account. Let's say you're, okay, let's find somewhere realistic. Let's see, can we get like down here? Let's say you're this guy, right? Let's see his server. So your server 1028, right? So on 1028, once the new region comes out, there will be a split of the region 8. So maybe 1028 stays in region 8, or maybe 1028 becomes the half that moves to region 9. So people are like, I want to start my account on a new Nightmare Corridor or a new Treasure Scramble region. That's not how it works. You just start your account and you hope you get into the bunch that gets moved into the new region, and you have to get lucky there. But yeah, they do make new Nightmare Corridor regions, but it's rare. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's get into the summoning. So I will plot down somewhere how many cards we started at. Which I will do. I suppose I could do it here on my second monitor. So we are at 1124 cards, and we are at 1670k diamonds. Okay, good. Let me just make sure I can see my chat. All right, and let's just check. I don't think we have a spare copy of Athalia. We do not. So, as someone pointed out in chat, we need 12 copies of Athalia. So let's just get into it. 12 copies of Athalia. Now, worst case, that's 600 cards, right? Because the average should be pity. So that's 1. Also, there's like a decent chance we hit the 30k diamonds, but I would that's 2. That's already good rates. Like, that was not pity. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not ideal. 1. Oh, on the second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pity. 1, 2, 3, 4, pity. 1, 2. Oh, double. Okay, double. A double is so huge for the rates. Now my rates basically cannot be bad. We're gonna do I think that was 3, 4. Another. Okay, guys, we're just gonna keep summoning for a while, because right now the account is blessed. Just nobody move anything. Okay, we're back. Yeah, we're back. My bad. Shouldn't have said anything. That is nice. I think we take stock after the next copy. There we go. All right, let's see how many. Oh, wow! Thank God we did that. Yeah, as if there are any fellow free-to-play players out there, I didn't even know this was a pop-up. What a nice pop-up. We could have gotten majorly. Actually, we couldn't have gotten screwed because we need excess copies. But what an I didn't even know this was like a quality of life feature Lilith put in the game. But that's pretty cool. All right, behold, guys, it's time. This is huge. And again, do not do this at home. It's only because Envy is such a crucial hero that I don't have that I'm doing this. Like, I would not recommend this to anyone. But I have every single what should I say? Every single Celestial Hypergen hero. So yeah. Okay. This looks so dumb. A 5-star Awakened hero. Alright. Now we get to the fun part, because we need, so to take him to Ascended, how many do we need? We would need 2, and then we will need 3. So we need 5 to take him to Ascended. So that's 15 more Athalia copies. Oh god. I mean, I think that's, as free to play already, 5-star would like it. Well, I mean, I guess some other people are here. All right, 15 copies, guys. It's gonna be tough, but we're already committed, so we might as well, right? I don't think we're changing the game speed because it was good. But yeah, if the rates, so that this is pity, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. What? On the 6th? That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, here we go. 4. Okay, on the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not even on the 5th. Okay, we're changing game speed or something. The the rates are falling off, guys. Oh boy. Oh boy, indeed. Oh, let's see if we can. Okay, the change of game speed. Instantly, we get a back-to-back. I think Lilith might have realized what I'm doing, and they're interfering with the plan. I think 2 times speed feels better already. I don't know if it has anything to do with the rates, but it might have something to do with the pace that we're burning cards, because this is on pity, right? Okay, I think next copy we take stock and we despair. 2, I believe. 3. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. How many do we have? So this is 1 Envy copy. This is 2. This is 3. And we needed 5. So we need 2 more Thalia. So we need what? 5 more Thalia copies, and then we can ascend Envy. I have to jump in a meeting. Screenshot your recruitment history when you're done. Curious how your rates show up with all these doubles. Oh, Corey, nice. I think that's the first time you made a stream. Yeah, sorry, the North American time zone is not the best. But yeah, I'll definitely screenshot it. And I'll just share it in the guild Discord. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Corey is the big man of the house. Well, actually, he's the second biggest man in the house. He's the guild recruiter in our guild. Anyways, got off track there. I believe we needed 5 copies. Did anyone keep count with me? Probably not. Yeah, because we need 15, so another row will do it. Right, let's just head into the depths. So 5 copies. Man, this is just... I mean, we're not even, like, we haven't broken into... Okay, this is going to be pity. That's not ideal. 1. So 4 to go. I skipped that so fast I didn't even see if there was a copy in there. Probably not. Oh. 4 to go, 3 to go, 2 to go, right? Triple. I have never seen a triple. Let's just double check here, guys. The rates, yep, just a single one. Just a single one to go. Also, God, I'm such a good streamer. I should have probably checked this before I started streaming, but are we, the quality? Yeah, the quality is there. Good. Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right, one more. Now we don't want to see a double, right? So I guess we single pull once we get to pity. I mean, a double just becomes... Okay. Just don't give me a double. Okay, nice. 100 cards to go. Guys, let's do some calculations. Anyone has a calculator? So we did 12 copies to take it to 5 stars, and then we did 15 copies to get the excess copies. And we started on 1124 cards. And where did we end at? I'm slow in the head. 104. So what? 1124 minus. So what? We used 1020 cards, and we got what? 15 plus 12, 27 copies. That sounds like really good ranks. 1020 divided by 27. Average on the 37th. Yep, we are chilling. Right, so how do you do this? Where's the, I want, where is he? I want, let's make sure we pick the right one. Guys, have any of you guys ever used this feature? Be honest with me, no lying. Has anyone ever used this feature? This is just the dumbest. I want to screenshot this because that's probably not happening ever in my account history. Let me just send a screenshot. I want to send it in the guild Discord, and then we'll get to it. Right. Yeah, it's time to use it. So, that is 1 copy. 2 copies, that takes him to Mythic Plus. 3 copies. 4 copies. And 5 copies ascends him. This is the dumbest shit I've ever done, but I'm having so much fun I don't even regret it in the slightest. If Lysander turns out to be the best hero ever, yeah, whatever, I don't care. Alright, The funny part is we're not even done, right? Because we need to add a star. But yeah, that's him done. Now, let's make sure we swap this. And we finish him off. You will make him 5 stars? Definitely not. Definitely not. That's not part of the plan. All right. Anyways, just 3 quick copies. We might even do it before we hit the diamonds if we're lucky. It doesn't look like it. But we can't complain about rates after this. All right. So that's 1. And that is 1. Oh, we have to hit the diamonds, really? Double, maybe? Wow. Double? Wait, where's my copy? Hello? Should be here, right? This is 64, no? Okay, there he is. Just making sure. Yep, we need 1 more. Damn, we had to hit the diamonds. Well, here we go. Oof, barely. We might have been able to single pull that one. Okay. What? I summoned Skyland just for signature item mats. My dragon materials, yeah, definitely also low. I really want to see the next highborn before, but as it looking right now with my current cards, where is my cards? There. Yeah, I want to ascend LAN, but I want to see the next highborn, and then I'm probably doing LAN. But yeah, my whatever it's called is also quite low. Anyways, we just finished Envy. Should we take stock of the overall rates? I think we should. How do I settings? Where is the is it support? It is, right? Yes, this looks right. And then recruitment history. We'll just go, I mean, I haven't been summoning recently, so what is it? It's the stargazing room. Search. This looks so dumb. Right, well, I mean, here you go, for anyone who wants to calculate the rates. I mean, I feel like we got really lucky. So 100, where did my calculator go? Let me just do it for the people in the back. Divided by 30, average on the 37th, and that is a 2.6% rate. Very good. Very good. Okay. Oh, my game almost crashed. I think if my game crashes, the stream is dead, by the way, guys. It's completely over. But let's go add him into the inn. Now, the thing is, I don't need him today. I just need him on Sunday when I do my attacks. So there's no rush in doing furniture and stuff like that. Or unlocking his room. I believe I might have 1 for him. I have 2, okay. But we do have 4 cards here, and we also have 6 cards here. So we can take him to the 9 furniture. Oh, we should pop these resources. See how many levels we get. I mean, that's just 2 levels, but it feels good. Also, my resonating crystal is like getting up there. I'm at the point where I could clear the King's Tower. Also, this is 2 times speed. I can just feel that in my bones. I can clear King's Tower right now at my resonating crystal level. But I'm not willing to sit here for 6,000 hours and retry the stages. So I'm taking it chill. Let me just put this up to 6 times speed. As for King's Tower, I'm actually like, yeah, it's embarrassing. Like, I still need to do, what, 500? What is the max? I don't have a whale, so I can't check. It's like 2,600 or something. So yeah, I still need to do like 450 stages. Yeah, that's not happening. Even doing 1 stage, like, kind of knocks the socks off my boots or whatever. Yo, what's up? God, bro. It's not that I can't pronounce your names, it's that I can't read your names because it's so small on my second. I am late. Sadly, work stuff. If you're interested, I think you can watch the VOD or you can go back in YouTube or whatever. I'm at 820. Are you okay? 1,400 floors. I think you could push a little bit. I think it might be possible for you to push a few floors. You might even be able to auto some floors. Anyways, let's engraving. I don't even know if he needs 60, but we have the mats, so we're taking him to 60. We also have the furniture saved up eventually. We just have to unlock that. And what else is there to do? Like, I was debating because now that I'm actually streaming, I was debating whether or not I should do my cards, but I think we should save the cards. Like, you guys have witnessed 1100 summons, like that has to satisfy some kind of hunger. Um, yeah, I'm not touching my cards. Oh no. Oh god, pain. Now I have to remax the tree. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I mean it's good, but it's also unfortunate. Also, I think my tree's like my tree's getting up there as well. The account in general is just getting up there. It feels really good. Um, I think as much as I got envy, I am very interested in playing around with this Athalia. Like, doesn't this just look like a whale account now? We got the 5 stars. We got the +2/6 mythic collection. We got full tier 4 gear S signature item 40, but no white stars obviously. Actually, I forgot to set my teams in the treasure scramble. I'll do that later. That's boring. Oh, we're also about to hit 5 teams. Yeah, we'll do that later. Like, no one wants to watch anyone doing that. You're already getting called whale with just 1 stars. The funny part is this having her 5 star, as much as it's like it seems like a waste, it actually unlocks the opportunity for the future to do what I just did with Envy. If I get unlucky rates again, which I probably will, like I'm on an incredible dry streak for Awakened Heroes. Because if you look in here, if we just take a look at my Awakened Heroes, look at this, guys. So Brutus is 2 copies away. So he's done in, what, 3 months or 6 months from the Temporal Rift. And then we will have every single, obviously Eugene will be done. We'll have every single Woke except for the first 3. What's that? That's 15, 16, 17 Wokes in the near future free to play. That, I think, feels pretty good. And with my stargazing, as long as they don't release strong Celestial Hypogen heroes, I will be able to, if I have enough of a stash, obviously it's completely depleted now, but in the future I'll also be able to summon the new Wokes with Stargazer cards as well. That seems like a good. You have almost all of them, yeah. Saving my dragon cards for the next Draconis since I am not getting the latest hardborn cards are too scarce. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Also, I think this Halia unit, whatever she's called, I don't even have a single copy of her. Where is she? This unit, she seems like a skip. Like, she is okay, Treasure Scramble. I've seen her sometimes in Nightmare Corridor, and I would say she's fine to good in the Cursed Realm, but fine to good does not justify 900 dragon cards. You have to toss after her. I do believe this unit has some potential, but my master plan with her... Oh, well, there's logos. Also online and in the chat doing some multitasking. My master plan with the new dragon hero is I'm actually finally going to use the swap scroll, right? So I'm going to swap this guy for the new dragon, but the condition is that she has to be 60 days old. So in what? In like 5 weeks or so, or something like that, I'll be able to get her basically for free. And that allows me, we go into the Dragon Forge trials. Where's the pagoda? There it is. So that allows me to save up this for the next 4 Fraction Dragon, and then hopefully have enough to summon him. So basically just skipping one. Oh, no. I'm not saying that name. Fuck it. I'll say that name. Bend over in the chat. I don't think you're behind. I think I just got incredibly lucky with my region placement. That's pretty much it. Like, I got a pretty easy Treasure Scramble region, and I got placed in the easiest Nightmare Corridor region. Well, I guess you could have started somewhere where you would have ended up in a region 8. But realistically, honestly, I saw a graph recently. I wish I could pull it up, but it turns out that region 5, 6, and 7 are like somewhat comparable, and it's just the first 4 regions that are like complete hell, and obviously region 4 is like beyond hell, basically. But yeah, so if you're in the first 4 regions, you're unlucky. If you're in region 4, you're terribly unlucky. And if you're in these regions, you're chilling. And if you're in region 8, you're a new account. So that depends on like how diligent you've been playing the game. But yeah. Okay, this Logos guy is just showing up everywhere, just flexing in here. Rank 5. Well done. All right. I'm at region 2 with 2. I get 8. Yeah. 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 That doesn't sound good, right? That sounds really rough. Good time, and it's 8%. Region 1. Yep. There it is. I'm a boomer account because my old YouTube account got banned for using a free premium app on my phone. Oh. I see. Well, you chose a very good name. Definitely a strong name there. Did we? I'm surprised we didn't get any of the tickets for the God, what do we call it? The Ghoulish Gallery tickets. That would have been really nice. Definitely still struggling in there, but it's like I'm trying to get a defense collection to save my life, but it doesn't seem possible. Yeah, I feel like I'm running out of steam. I feel like I've been streaming for a while, like 30 minutes or so, and it's like on a weekday, so maybe this is just I'm reaching 808. It's kind of chill. There you have it, right? It's just a world of difference. You could make the argument that because you're an older account, you would have accumulated more resources during your lifetime, but the argument falls on its feet because Awakened Heroes and even Highborn Heroes, you couldn't have accumulated resources for those in your first 2 or 3 years of the game. So people who started after 2 or 3 years have quite the significant advantage because they're starting in easier regions, and along with that, they will be like just as up to speed with you once the new faction, the Draconic or the Awakened Heroes hit. So people who just like, for example, people who start day 1, once the Dragon released, they will be in Region 8 in the Nightmare Corridor. Along with that, they will also have all the benefits that we have, along with an easier region. So they would be basically they will be set up the best possible setup they can have for accumulating dragon cards. I am close to the best possible setup I could have had for the awakened cards, but yeah, it could have been a little better. I could have been in a slightly easier region, or I could have started on day 1 awakened. That would have been good. I started playing when the game released, but didn't try hard till Lucilla. Yeah, I started playing once Eins phased out in 2019 or something. I built Eins to push campaign, I remember, and then yeah, I think Lucilla released or something like that, and she blew Eins out the water. Yeah, for the new hero, she's definitely good. She's both in Treasure Scramble and in Curse Realm. I mean, we can go take a look. Let's just take a look at like a trusted source in Curse Realm. Actually, it's early, so it's not possible. It's possible we don't see. Let's look at Quagga. Is he using the new hero? Yeah. So, for example, Quagga in here is using, and he's a good Curse Realm player, using her in this team, which is a bit diabolical, but it's the trial version because you also need LAN in here. But I suppose you could merc a LAN, which is probably what I'll end up doing if this is the good team. I'll end up merking LAN, popping her trial, and then using my own Envy here. And then I think this is like doable. It would appear that I have most of these heroes. Obviously not as his investment, but yeah, that just comes with the territory. Our play in companions. I don't play companions. No. I played the alpha, or I don't know. Lilith gave me a like I could play test early. But yeah, it was not for me. And the same thing with what is it called? AFK Journey. I got the alpha key or whatever for that, and I played it honestly for like 2 or I think I played it for a month or 2 months. But I don't know what the game is like now because I played it like more than like a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago or something. But they didn't even have anything. Like they had pretty much no content. Like they had 2 ranked game modes, I believe, and like a guild event, and that was it. And I mean, you could say the same for this game, but their game modes were not as in depth. And also, I didn't really enjoy the art style and like the open world gimmick for that game. I'm so happy I didn't fall for Gwyn Trap. Well, some of us was forced to jump on the Gwyn Trap because of the Abyssal Expedition. But yeah, building LAN would definitely set your account up way better than building Gwen would have. But she was meta in the She was meta in the curse realm for a good while. Sadly for me, I built her like right before an abyssal expedition, which means I didn't have to. I didn't get to enjoy her in the curse realms where she was good. But yeah, she definitely fell off, and she's a good swap target if Hildwood didn't exist. But yeah, it seems like we're not allowed to swap dragons. I had a doubt: should I get Sora or Awakened Yoren in the swap event? Sora or Awakened Yoren? That's honestly a little tough. Now, Sora is used in all 3 game modes. Yoren is like, that depends actually. Are you like competitive in the curse realm? Because if your curse realm is fucked anyways, you can skip your. Sora is better for Nightmare Corridor. Yoren is probably better for Treasure Scramble. And if you have curse realm in mind as well, then you also want Yoren for that one. But honestly, they're like kind of equally good. Did you get Envy? Yeah. I guess we have some newcomers. I guess I can show you guys, or I can show you. So Bagaro in the chat, I don't know if you guys remember the last live stream. He's not online right now, but he was basically in the chat, and we were like, I can't remember, but somehow I ended up clicking on his account, and I just got hit with this, and he's free to play, and it's like, he's like the biggest chat of all time. So he's my current LAN merchant, as you can see here. I'm borrowing his LAN, so shout out to that. But yeah, I got Envy. We had a doubter in. Oh my god, there's music in the game. I'm so sorry, guys. If we go back to support, so a guy in my guild, Sola, who's like a known yapper, was like, "How could you build Envy? You don't have any cards." And he's right. I don't have any cards, but yeah, this is how I got Envy, Bagaro. If you just tuned in, we just pulled Sola is not in the guild. Well, he's in the guild Discord, but you're not wrong. Good thing coming in here and correcting me. This is how we build Envy. Yeah. Also, if you, I wonder if we can go back and look at my my rates for the. That would be Temple of Time, right? But we probably have to go back further. Looking at my Envy rates, I don't know if this catches it all. Yeah, it doesn't catch the first one I summoned for 60 copies. So yeah, 366 cards for 7 copies. Yeah, that hurts. But yeah, I definitely agree, worth it. The only thing that could make it not worth it is if, and this is a big if this guy ends up requiring investment, because currently he works at low investment. But if this guy ends up being a stable and requiring investments, then I'm 15 copies behind on him, with no Stargazer cards to speak of, and only 150k diamonds, which is like what? I mean, that's not even like 4 copies. Like it's basically nothing. Worth it though? I definitely think so. Like I've been lacking Envy so hard. So yeah, it definitely hurts my guide's free-to-play friendliness now that I have another meta new woke, but for my overall account strength, very good. Also, for the swap event, since I have most wokes and I couldn't swap Envy, I ended up doing the Eugene swap for Matria, because she was like basically she was the highest priority woke that I could swap to, and Eugene is already at Mythic because I had so many Matria copies from Mystic Star Zone. Another added bonus of taking Athalia to 5 stars is now when I get Mystic Star Zone chests, I can just get excess copies of her and then trade them for new Awakened Heroes once they release, which is nice. I swapped SI40 Eugene for Legendary Thorin. I mean, that sounds like a really good swap. Max Damia can help a lot. You're trying to fuck his NC. Does Max, I mean, I know Fool, if we go to, I keep calling you Fool, but I know Logos, who's in the chat. Yeah, he has a bit of experience with Max Damia, screwing him over in multiple game modes, because, I mean, it's his own fault, but he took Damia to this investment. So yeah, I mean, you can't blame anyone but him, but yeah, definitely, if she's too strong, it can mess up your game modes. I also experienced it with my Palmer. If you guys have been watching my guides, my Palmer is very heavily invested because of, I believe it was season 11 or 12 in Abyssal Expedition, where adding extra furniture and the SI-40 on Palmer added a lot of Belinda damage on the team. So yeah, but having him this high investment usually means I can't run a collection on him because he becomes the strongest heroes in the team, and that usually messes up the teams that he is in. Specifically in any Liberta team and also in any like Ivan team, he just completely messes it up if he wields a collection. But yeah, don't regret it because I ended up doing a lot of damage that Abyssal Expedition. So yeah. Also look at this. Like, isn't this just a crazy page? Like, it feels so good watching this. Also, I should add Envy. Where is he? He should get. Do we have any useful stats? Crits is pretty good. Accuracy, physical pierce. No, physical pierce is good. I think physical pierce is the best. Basically, I take all my wokes to E61, and that way, when I sort by engraving, they all show up here, except for regular heroes like Palmer and Misha, who I have above 60. And also Gress, who's a fraud. But if I do this, he should jump to the bottom, right? I guess not. Yeah, so there you go, right? So, well, except for him, who's weaker than Gress currently. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 wokes. Very good, very good, very good. Feels very good. He was so strong that I don't need collection anymore. I mean, you can view it that way, right? But I would rather have a weaker Palmer and then being able to use collections. I hate Orthos Liberta team. It's hard to get it right. I miss Grisul as well. He was the first hero I took to. I took him to E60 or above 60 because I wanted haste. I believe he has a haste node. Yeah, haste node here. But yeah, definitely kind of fell off. Still relevant in some cursed realms though. And a nice hero to have regardless, right? Also ended up being good in the hunting fields formation for me since I was playing Graveborn. But yeah, definitely a very sick hero who fell by the wayside. But so is there are many sick heroes. Like for example, Misha was like very strong for a period of time. This fraud was good for like half a year in Treasure Scramble. Probably should not have built him, but I gave in. Yeah, many goats have fallen down here. Also, this Tassie skin. Every time I see her, I just think, like she just looks like a Hypogean hero. It looks so strange to me. Yeah. Swapped my E100 Lucilla for Lucretia for Belinda. Well, I mean, that is an option. Now Belinda's sadly falling out. Have you an alt account? No, I don't have time for more accounts. I didn't even use to. Like, I thought about one time when I was ambitious, and I was like, hey, why isn't there any like good free-to-play YouTube playthroughs of this game? I thought about making one, but then I had to realize that I had to play 2 accounts. And I'm already uncomfortable with the amount of time I spent on this game. Actually, we would be able to see it, wouldn't we, in here? Don't we have a journey recap where it tells you? Yeah, as you can see, 1,000 hours. 1,000 hours, that's a lot. I will blame like maybe 500 hours on the Abyssal Expedition, just sitting and retrying the different teams at the different breakpoints. But yeah, definitely a lot of hours to be putting in. And yeah, having 2 accounts, that would just make it much worse. So yeah, I try to limit myself to 1 account, which is fine. Also, is there any fun stats in here I can share? Is there even any other stats? Oh. These aren't fun stats. These aren't fun stats. Wait, where are the good stats? Oh. It's funny it doesn't tell me my max Cursed Realm rank. I'm actually interested to know what that was. I know I've been in like 3, and I think I hit 2.9% at some point. But definitely would have enjoyed that stat. Obviously Locust the goat. Nothing in here. Bro, there's nothing in here. This is just overall stats, who cares? I have 1,000 hours. You're only at 400. I mean, that's just a flex, right? Yeah, 1,000 hours is a lot, right? What is the average? It's not looking good, right? Like 2 to 3 hours each day. Not ideal. But I blame it on. Well, is it 1,000 hours this year, or is it 1,000 hours in total? That's actually quite significant. I suppose it's for the year, right? But it doesn't necessarily have to be in the year. It's just in the same sentence, right? Or in the new sentence in the same section. It's probably for the year. Started playing with 8. I can't read that. I wish I could make my chat bigger for myself. So much for an AFK. Yeah, an AFK game. Yeah, you're right. My real life friends are like, because whenever a Abyssal Expedition comes around, I'm basically just sleep deprived for like 4 days, and they are just looking at me like a fucking moron. And to be fair, they are right. They're like, "Are you at least getting paid for the work?" Imagine, I would be the richest guy around. Hell no! This is an unpaid internship in the guild that has been lasting for what, 3.5 years. But yeah, it's not a waste of time if it's fun. Definitely not. But yeah, if I got paid to play this game, definitely would be very, very wealthy at this point. But I can view it at on the other side, right? Because I don't spend money on the game. That way, like, I guess I'm making a profit because I'm making. There's no good way to view it, honestly. Actually, I am making a profit because Lilith is running a creator program, and I believe they owe me like $100. I sent them my bank details. I don't think I shouldn't badmouth because I haven't checked, but last time I checked, I definitely didn't receive any monies. But you could actually, you could say that I'm making money through YouTube, right? So I'm actually making money. So yeah, we could do a fun calculation and see how much money I've made on YouTube this year, and then divide it by 1,000 hours. If there's an easy way to view that stat, I will do it right now. Where would you even view what you've earned on YouTube? 50 cents? I think that might be high. God. I'm not sure I want to share what I'm looking at right now, because I don't know if anything bad could leak here. I don't think so. Earn. Okay. If I see a page where it just says a number, yeah, it doesn't tell me a number. That sucks. I see. It has to link to my bank account. Who cares? Yeah, I don't know. Last time I checked, I think I made 600 euros last year or something, or like in total this year, and that's like 2.5 years. So let's just assume 1,000 hours. So that's what, 2,500 hours. Yeah, it's a pretty good wage. But yeah, again, not doing it for money, doing it for personal enjoyment, which, to be fair, I still enjoy the game. I know some people are like, as long as we're getting new heroes and as long as they keep making the Abyssal Expedition, I don't really mind the staleness of the game. I will say, though, I would not mind another ranked game mode. It doesn't necessarily have to be in here, but like we had the Temporal Rift ranked game mode back in the days, which was called... What in the world was it called? Like something hunting or something. Basically, it was just a ranked game mode in the Temporal Rift, and that was pretty fun. I would like another ranked game mode. I'm not sure what they could do. Obviously, ideally, it would be a guild game mode. That would be the most fun for me, with like actual leaderboards, something like that, with meaningful rewards, unlike the Misty Star Zone, where it's like you can put in twice the effort and then you can receive one chest. Nice. Grand Hunt, yeah, Grand Hunt, yeah, because man, Grand Hunt, because what did I build? I built her to E60, basically maxing her out for the Grand Hunt, and I also was building Frampton for the Grand Hunt, and then they just removed the game mode. That was so fun. I missed the Grand Hunt, but honestly, it turned into I believe it turned into Nightmare Corridor because it's pretty similar. But yeah, I think a new ranked game mode could be really sick. One thing I think they could make is like maybe they do like a like something like a fresh server kind of thing, not companions, but like where you could use your main account and basically start over, or not start over, but like do like a separate progression campaign or something with like restrictions on a monthly thing, and then make a leaderboard or something like that, because they have so much content in the campaign that they really could just reuse. A new tower as well, bro. I would kill for a dimensional tower. It doesn't even have to give me any rewards. It would fit nicely down here, and I would be able to use like the fraud united, right? All these frauds that have no use, like Ainz could make a return, Arthur could make a return, like all these sick heroes that have just been lost to time. Like my goat, Geralt, the Abyssal Expedition Turbo Pather, could make a return. It would be sick. I know the argument is like, but new accounts can't. Bro, since when are you catering to new accounts? Like, come on now. New accounts, like, dimensionals aren't that expensive. You can just garrison them, right? I don't know. It would be nice, and I think most of the community would really enjoy a dimensional tower, because we could get to play with all those heroes. Yeah, I mean, there's only how many usable dimensionals at this point? Rem is like low-key niche case at this point, but yeah, definitely Shaltyr's used, Shuna's used, Rimmeru's used, the three newest ones. Emilia's used. That's about. I Rem is used sometimes, and I used actually I used Queen last week, so I guess yeah, you could make arguments. Not really. Weekly resource mode, that's skill based. Yeah, I know Furry Hippo Gaming or whatever keeps yapping on about like updating something in here. And as much as you can agree to disagree with some of his opinions, I think that's a good opinion. There should be something in here, but there currently isn't. Oh, excuse me. I just muted my microphone. Yeah, I think maybe we're reaching the end of the live stream. I've been live for like an hour, and I don't want to yap too much. And we did what we came to do. Do we have any viewers? Where do I see that? Can anyone tell me how many people are watching? Because I don't even know. Like, I have no idea. I see like 6 or 7 people in the chat, but when I watch streams personally, I don't ever write anything. 38. Wait, 38 is so good. Wait, that's actually like, it sounds dumb. Guys, we just have to. Let me just do something real quick. Someone has just peeked into the chat. Let me just make sure. How do I do this? I can't review. Loka has arrived, guys. We are in the presence of royalty. Basically, if you guys don't know, Loka is like my true whale friend, like my one whale companion. Honestly, these days I have a lot of whale companions, but he's like the OG whale. Definitely has saved me with mercs through like many years at this point. Yeah, seeing him in the chat makes me very happy. But yeah, I think we're about to end. We streamed for like 52 minutes, it says on my OBS. That's pretty good. We spent over 1,000 Stargazer cards. We will be streaming again, mark my word, once the next Highborn releases. And then we are going to be summoning for, unless the new Highborn is actually just an S tier support hero or like a crazy damage dealer, we're summoning for Lan. Good thing about Lan is she only needs to go to Ascended. And I believe I already have 2 copies, so it's only like 10 copies of her to get the max usage out of her. That will probably leave me with some cards, and then we could start saving up for the third Highborn. Well, I guess the 4th, if you count Hildwyn. You shouldn't, though, because he's kind of a fraud. He's Cursed Realm relevant. Or not Cursed Realm, Treasure Scramble relevant. Hope the next Highborn comes in over 1 month plus. Yeah, I mean, ideally they slow down the Highborn release schedule, but that's not looking likely. It could come sooner. The problem with the Highborn is, I believe the ship for the current Halia is ending soon, and they have been fairly consistent with pumping out Highborn dragons, so that the ship is always ongoing. Hildwyn, when I push, yeah, I mean, I use Hildwyn a lot as well, but I would swap him in a heartbeat for any of the other ones. I only got 339 dragon cards. Sadly, no Draconis for me. Yeah, I mean, unless you get really lucky, that is definitely the reality of your situation. Also, can we get a light bear hero? I know. So I'm in some sort of a concept. We have basically, I have one person at Lilith that I can like write to or whatever that manages like the content creator scene. can we get a light bearer card or a light bearer hero at some point? It has been. Who's the last one? Is it Raul? There's no way it's Raul. It is. How long ago did Raul release? Like, I remember summoning for Raul, and I think it was cold outside, or maybe it was even warm outside because it might have been more than one season. The ship is already over like 5 days ago. Okay, so then theoretically the next hero could be a highborn. But we are due for faction. Also, we're getting dimensionals. I believe it's the next patch, but obviously for most people, or for free-to-play players, it's going to be 2 months before we can get those. Also, the crossover. It's the Delicious in Dungeons anime, which I haven't read or watched, because I believe it's like a comedy fantasy, and usually for me, comedy anime, they rarely ever hit. I'm not a big comedy enjoyer in general, but yeah, I saw that Furry Hippo Gaming was quite displeased with it, and also I believe Companions are getting a Fairy Tail crossover. I haven't read or watched fairy tales because I don't think that would appeal to me. Maybe if I was like 10 years younger, I might have gotten into it, but yeah. But I think it's just nice that we're actually getting some relevant animes, because I believe Delicious in Dungeon, at least through Twitter, it seems like a somewhat relevant anime. So Lilith still has like some sort of pull, and that still like leaves me the hope of getting like a Chainsaw Man, like a Bleach, some of my the dream for me would be a Fate crossover, but they have their own gacha games, so yeah, probably not happening. I got over 900 dragon cards saved up. Damn. Okay, that is yeah, that's red QWERTUY. Which highborns do you have, if any? Do you have like, I'm assuming you have Hildwyn, but do you have anyone else with 900 cards? Bleach crossover would turn me into a whale. Bro, I have so much nostalgia for Bleach. It's crazy. I just remember reading that shit. Like, yeah, so much nostalgia. No, so you're actually the turbo saver. I respect that. I was like you once with the awakened cards, though. Yeah, I mean, currently it's definitely a LAN angle if you don't have anyone, but waiting for the next highborn, you might as well, right? Because you can summon it if it's good, and it might be good. Imagine Nier. I never played Nier. I think I believe I watched like 6 episodes of the anime, and then it went on like hiatus or something. And it was pretty good. I know Nier is good, and I might get around to playing. I just don't really enjoy single player games. But definitely one of the games that I want to get into, because it has, well, I mean, it has big titted women, and then it also apparently has a good lore. So the next high one better be buns, but there's no way they let 2 mid dragons release back to backs. That's what I fear. Also, if they can, like, can we get some more highborns and awakened heroes that are based on like the old heroes, please? Like, I want to see some of my goats return. Like, there are so many sick heroes here that could just, with a redesign, just be absolutely crazy. Like, for example, I loved the idea of Awakened Gwyneth, and then we got Highborn Gwyneth, which is like, even like, she looks really cool. But there are so many like abandoned heroes in here that you could really like, you could do wonders with them. But instead they just keep making like new characters and make them wokes. I want Itachi from Naruto. Yeah, Naruto would be cool as well. Man, there are so many good options. Sadly, actually, does anyone know if Delicious in Dungeon is an isekai anime? Does anyone here know? Because every single crossover they've had has been like video game based isekai anime, and I famously despise isekai anime. I really don't like that genre at all, and every single crossover has been that. I guess, nah, never mind. Well, I mean, this isn't really based on an anime, right? It's a game. It's not isekai, so it's actually just fantasy. That makes me so happy, because that sets the precedent that we might actually get an actual fantasy anime crossover. Like maybe like a Frieren crossover, or like, I don't know, Full Metal Alchemist. Like, I don't know. There could be some good options there, because for isekai, yeah, that's not really my thing. So yeah, that's actually a cool precedent that might mean they could branch out of that genre. That would be really cool because obviously, Overlord. Again, this is just based on games, and we have another isekai and another isekai. I believe. I actually haven't watched. I watched ReZero, but it's been a while. Isekai, it's good. It just gets spammed too much. I have yet to find an isekai I enjoy, but maybe one day something can convince me of the genre. I just think it's inherently flawed. But yeah, this isn't an anime an anime discussion channel, because I believe my opinions are probably going to scare away my audience. Gundam, yeah, okay, fuck yeah, bro. Gundam, hell yeah. The Valor-based novel, isn't it? Poland. The Witcher is based on novels from Poland. Yeah, I actually read the novels, and I watched. I never played the game, but I did watch. I think season 1 and 2 of the Netflix anime, and it's. I mean, it's okay. Like Henry Cavill carries that show. I believe he's gone now, so there's no reason to watch it. But the problem is just like, for example, I have a huge issue with like Siri, which is like in the books she's very young, and then in the show I don't know if she's supposed to be young, but she does not look very young. But yeah. Which anime you like the most? My favorite anime is Fate Zero, made by Ufotable in 2000 and what is it, 12 or 11? Definitely by far my favorite. I don't think anything will ever come close. Honestly, it's made for me. Basically, it's like a battle royale based in like pseudo history. It's completely the perfect like crescendo for a turbo nerd from like me. I love history. So yeah, that anime is made for me. Definitely, like watch that if you haven't. Can I make the chat bigger? Sitting here squinting. They made a live spin-off Witcher on Netflix. It's terrible. A cyberpunk crossover could be cool. I don't think it fits the game though. The Blood and Wine DLC for The Witcher 3, well, that's good. Yeah, I know Witcher 3 is supposed to be a good game, but again, I don't really play single player games. It's a big flaw of mine. If I could enjoy single player games, I would have so many good games to. Oh my god, guys, another royalty is in chat. Okay, like let me just run you guys through the best guide I can give you for the treasure scramble. This is what you do in the treasure scramble. You go in here. You go, okay, so we're hitting the next team. So then what you do is you go formations, you scroll down, and you click on Ryzen. And then you turn your brain off and you just trust. You put your faith in Ryzen, the GOAT. And now he's here in the chat as well. Can I make you like a moderator? Add as moderator. Here you go. You have received a wrench. Definitely deserve the wrench. Adam Smash. Oh, I already. Old teams. No. That doesn't matter, Ryzen. Nothing you do can be worse than what I do. If Toton, if you're talking about like, just in general, like anime, light novels, manhwa, and stuff like that, just add logos in the chat, because I believe this guy has read every single thing on the planet, especially if it involves like some attractive men. Then there's no chance he hasn't read it. So you can definitely discuss it with him. But a Shadow Slave doesn't sound like something I've read. But definitely sounds like something you should check out. Man, I'm kind of enjoying myself. Like I was like gonna end the stream and go somewhere. Nah, this is crazy. This is actually just the gathering of heroes. Okay, guys, so I might claim to be like a decent free-to-play player or whatever, but now the GOAT has arrived. Like, can we get a standing ovation? Can I do an emote? No, this is the Twitch. Beatrix has arrived in the chat. I don't know how many people are in the chat, but if you guys watch me, then unsubscribe from me and then go subscribe to Beatrix, because that guy is actually the GOAT for Cursed Realm and Nightmare Corridor free to play. That guy, yeah, he is just way better than me. The only difference between the two of us is, for whatever reason, I guess the algorithm favors me. I would be out of a job if more people subscribe to Beatrix. Definitely a much better free to play player than me. And also, I'm bad. Don't. If you're bad, what does that make me? Can we not do that? The previous tiers, you almost caught up with me with my teams. Yeah, but then you betrayed me, Ryzen. betrayer of the light. So last Treasure Scramble rotation, I ended 50 run, rank 51, and Ryzen, my goat, put me down, 3-0'd me, and put me in my place out of the top 50. But then again, you could also argue that he's the reason I'm in the top 50. But yeah, definitely took a dagger to the heart. They are drawn to Bendover's presence. Bendover is such a good name. I should rename. I would die for reverent insanity to be finished. Okay, here we go. The light novel, manhwa, whatever, has started in the chat. I can't believe Beatrix tuned in. Now I'm blushing in real life. I might have to go get the cat ears. All right. Actually, Ryzen and Beatrix, since you weren't here for the start, let me just show you guys what we achieved in the live stream, so you don't have to go back and listen to the yapping. No one wants to listen to the yapping. Where is the support? There it is. So I got sick and tired of my terrible rates, right? Recruitment history. Like, let's just look in the Temple of Time first, and let's do 10 days. So my envy rates, right? So my first copy went to pity, so I'm at 366 cards for 7 copies. So I said, fuck it. And then, today, we did this. Behold. It looks so dumb. It actually just looks so dumb. Send me a selfie with cat ears. I'm too shy. I'm way too shy. I actually, if you guys follow AFK Arena on the on YouTube, they recently did like an anniversary video with players. I believe Dr. Balthier was in there, and I had the opportunity to be featured in that video, but yeah, I'm too shy. And also, like, I don't know if I want my face like to be associated with like a mobile gacha game. That might, I don't know. TLDR, I'm too shy, but it would have been funny to be in there and basically like maybe go film it like I would, and then carve into like a tree somewhere nearby, like rework the Ghoulish Gallery or something, or like sync it up with Morse code, trying to get a sneaky message past the Chinese overlords. But yeah, from what I know about the AFK team at Lilith, it's like I don't think a lot of people are working on the game. This is just baseless rumors, but from what I know of the insides of that operation, it seems like it's just releasing heroes basically at this point, and then obviously rotating events, which is fine for me. Ghoulish Gallery is terrible. Basically ignore it. The problem is you can't ignore it. But I mean, honestly, I could have been ignoring it for the past, what is it? It's been like 3 months now, because I have been trying to get a collection. I have been trying to get a defense collection for my Misha for 3 months. And the best one I have received is this. This is the best I've achieved. In 3 months, by the way, only running defense collections for Misha. Exclusively. 3 months of work. Not even 2 red mythics. Yeah, but maybe next week will be better. I highly doubt it, though. At this point, it actually kind of feels nice because I know what I'm going to spend my 7 attempts at the Ghoulish Gallery every week. I just know I'm going to spend them on defense collection for Misha, and then I just do those, and I just don't touch it. Basically the same stats as 2 red defense. Yep, it's very fun. I don't have a singular level 3. Now, Kutex lol, you and I were brothers once. So for my +2s, it took me 20 attempts for my very first +2 collection, with the level up plus the double level up plus miracle worker setup. It took me 22 attempts before I hit the +2 collection. Basically, I was running around like a year and a half or more without any +2s. Very, very infuriating. But then I hit it, so now I'm not tilted anymore. And honestly, they haven't really released any new collections, thankfully. But as you can see here, I'm at 173 cards used. And yeah, basically I've hit it. I believe I've hit it once, right? Because I've used my 3 scrolls. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, I have 7 So I've actually hit it 4 times. I definitely scrolled this one, I scrolled this one, and I scrolled this one, and I scrolled this one. So I've hit it 3 times actually. No, because I also scrolled. I'm getting confused. Basically, the Ghouls Gallery sucks. Who cares? I mean, if your cards can't just get 3 Mystic Notes and reset it. The problem is, as free-to-play, you can only use 1 card on a collection. So I have the defense cards ready, but I can only use 1. So basically, I could find like a wings with 1 red defense, and then card it to have 2 red defenses, but that seems like a waste to me. Like ideally, I hit 2 red defenses, and then I card the 3rd, and then potentially I whatever the material is called for, I modify the last one. I recast the last one. You got 4 level up cards. Yes, so then I hit it 3 times. Yeah, so I've hit it 3 times in what? How many did I spend? 173. Which, honestly, it's not too bad. But considering that I think I was at like 110 when I hadn't hit it once. That was very tilting. But yeah, again, Ghoulish Galleries, it is what it is. Sadly, you can't ignore it because it makes a huge difference in Nightmare Corridor and Curse Realm. Also, another problem is sometimes you need like niche collections, like for example, Essence Regeneration Rate collections or Erosion collections. Inside collections are fairly common, full attack obviously always, but sometimes you just need some niche stats that not a lot of people have. Also, there's like rare rounds where you need the PRF collection, the I don't even know what it stands for like Brutus and Rosaline sometimes wants those collections. Yeah, again, collection, we told Lilith it's a terrible idea. They went through with it. We gave them feedback. This is terrible. They tried to improve it. They have been trying to improve it over the last 2 years. It's still terrible. Sure, it's less terrible than it was on release, but random stats, RNG stats, it's just never good. Never ever good. Full defense cults for the new round 6 on Nightmare Corridor. Oh, full defense? I don't think I have those either. Actually, I do have one good full defense, but it's the wrong type, I believe. I haven't even looked at the Nightmare Corridor. Is there a new round 6? That sounds not fun. Actually, I have Envy now, so I can work whatever I don't have. I mean, let's just take a look here. So obviously, Logos at the top, and then probably Ryzen is like right here. Yep, there he is. Oh! This looks not too bad. This looks not too bad. That's fine. This is fine. I can't do 7 seconds because... Actually, I just got a stronger Athalia. So is there any chance I can do 7 seconds? I think there is, right? With just haste. You don't need crit here, right? I don't think so. I might be able to do 7 seconds here. And I can merc land, so this is fine. Nah, bro, next week is going to be so... Or this week, I suppose, it's going to be so good for me in the Nightmare Corridor. And hopefully in the Curse Realm. But we'll see about that. Message deleted. Uh-oh. Did Ryzen get banned in the chat? That's not good. Definitely not ideal. We can't have our main character getting banned in the chat. I play FK Journey. Misclick. I play FK Journey 2. They don't have RNG stats at the least. Yep. I mean, sadly, it seems to be a trend in gacha games. I don't know who made it the first because I don't really play many gacha games, but I believe I know for sure Genshin did it. And then I think just people realized, wait, this is such an easy way to make money. And it's like an endless system that you can never truly whale your way out of. So yeah. The last teams you do 12 seconds on Sunday. I will fix it. Yeah, Ryzen, I will not fix it. So mine will be doing 16 seconds. Thank you very much. But that will be plenty for me. 12 seconds on Sunday. Man, the Nightmare Corridor is just, it's moving so fast. I miss the days of using Ainz and Lucretia in there and getting like a 5-minute kill. But I suppose my ranking is a lot better now than it was back then. All right. Do we call it? I think we might call it. There's not really anything to do in the game. That's the problem with like this game. We could push tower and just hate our lives. That could be fun, right? We might be able to do like 1 stage in an hour. Actually, Ryzen is here. Maybe he has like a goated non-thorn alternative. Ooh, wait, I can use Envy in tower now. Oh, well, not yet. He doesn't have furniture yet, but that's actually big. So I can copy Envy formations. I guess we can just give it a shot. All right. Anyone in chat has anything to say? Is there anyone who has anything on their heart? GG. Drink some water. I've been yapping for an hour with no water. It's now 18 to 50. That's the wrong way. Who to swap between Yoren or Thorin? Yoren or Thorin? We have some good players in the chat. What do we think? Actually, I can do it. I can help you even further. Let me do that. Let me be the good streamer. Because I just did this earlier. Who should spiral swap? I can do Aaron or I'm assuming you're swapping. I'm assuming you're swapping Eugene, probably. I don't have anyone to remove. But I wanted to help you out, but no one's voting in the poll. Oh, they are. Okay, Thorin is off to a good start here. Actually, he's... Oh, to be fair, Thorin is useful in all 3 game modes. Yoren is not used in Nightmare Corridor, but he's pretty good in PvP, but so is Thorin. Yeah, it's probably just a clear winner. Yeah, it doesn't even seem to be close. I mean, both are good heroes, I'll say that much, but Thorin is definitely the better hero. I'll just end the poll here. Like 80%, go swap Thorin. It seems like everyone and I agree in the chat. End poll. That's kind of cool. You can like do polls and stuff. This streaming stuff is so easy. No wonder people try to make it as a streamer. I'm just sitting here drinking water and you guys are entertaining yourselves. The only problem is I'm not making any money. That's the next step. And I don't think AFK Arena is like the streaming route. Thanks. No problem. If you need guidance for anything, you can just ask on Discord and there will be replies. Actually, is Swim here? I don't know if Swim's still here, but could we link? Could we link our guild Discord here? Maybe get some more people in there? Not even for the guild, but maybe just some more users if they need some help with the game. Maybe? Is that a good thing? Okay, Logos made an executive. Yeah, if you join that Discord link, that's our guild. If you have questions and stuff like that, we have people in there who are like more than willing to answer. Unless it's the classic question of a hero releases or a hero hasn't even released and people are asking how good they are in the Nightmare Corridor Curse Realm. That's a bit hard to say, but for most questions, we'll definitely help you out. Let me bring up my chat again so I can actually read. Try Thorin without 4x works better for me. Oh my god, are we superstitious here? I don't think I've ever even tried that. 2x Thorin. Let's see it. If this works, why is he not gaining mana on that last hit? That doesn't look correct. Does anyone here deny mana? He's not gaining mana on that hit. Watch out, my teams. Thorin is E33. I'm not using your teams for the simple reason that I don't have Envy. Well, I do have Envy, but I don't have the... I mean, I'm assuming you use the same Thorin. Oh my god, it's a different Thorin. Alright, let's just use the Ryzen variant since he's here. Someone must be dying too slow. This looks good. Surely he can ult here. He's such a fraud. Maybe that's the 2 times speed diff. I don't see your clears full. I think you're too far ahead in the tower, and I believe clears are based on most recent clears, right? So it goes like recent clears and then people who you follow. Okay, Ryzen is the goat. This looks to be working. I just saw it when you looked it up. Well, I mean, I'm just a complete fraud. Yeah, you're here. But also, like, your RC level, what are you at? 8 something? What's Ryzen at? 805? 15 levels ahead of Ryzen. yeah, not ideal. But yeah, this seems to be working. Again, Ryzen is the goat in every single or just missed. He's a fraud. Man, I wish I would have prepared some snacks or something. But then again, you guys would have listened to me yapping. All right, let's do some chat activity. If you guys could choose one crossover, any medium, it doesn't have to be anime. It could be like movies, series, books, whatever you desire, cartoons. If you had to choose one, what would be your favorite crossover? For me, I've already said it earlier, but it would be Fate for me, without a doubt. Berserk is so good. Oh, imagine Berserk. That is so. That would be Demon Slayer. I would add myself. I mean, Bendover would be quite a powerful hero. Definitely want to engrave Bendover, right? You don't want an unengraved Bendover. Berserk tattoo on my stomach chest. That sounds sick, bro. Berserk is, man, bro. Like, if I had the money, right? If I didn't have to buy dumb books, I would definitely be buying the elite, the black books of Berserk. So I could reread it in physical form. That would be so sick. Yeah, obviously sad the author passed away. I believe someone is continuing Berserk. I don't know if I'm interested if it's not the original author. I'll be honest, but obviously it's a huge tragic loss. But yeah, Berserk would definitely be good. Seven Deadly Sins is Escanor. All I know about Seven Deadly Sins is that the anime is bad, but everyone, or at least I think the anime is bad. Maybe it's not. And season 3 is like a meme, but I know everyone loves Escanor. Like, he's like the one, like, unambiguously, that's a hard word, loved character. Get yourself a girlfriend to buy the deluxe edition for birthday, Christmas, collect semi-AFK. Wait, so you buy it for her or she buys it for you? I mean, honestly, I am sorely lacking in Christmas wishes. You might be onto something. People just love powerful characters. I don't think that's true. I feel like there's a lot of charm in non-powerful characters. I guess that's whatever you're into. I know right now the hot shit is solo leveling, but I didn't really even like finish reading that. But yeah, some of my friends are like, this is the best anime ever, and I just have to sit there and endure. They would love me. She buys it for me. Got a keychain. Okay, you're onto something. Yeah, I'm actually gonna write that down. But this is like, because usually whenever I have anything where I have to wish for something, I just wish for underwear and socks, because I always need underwear and socks. That's like never not useful. But maybe I should just be wishing for anime merch. Let me make a note. Make a note in... I guess I'll make a note in here. Excellent. Also, did we pass the stage? We did. I'm just sitting here yapping. Right, next rise information. Catch up to this guy in no time. Where did my stream go? Oh, it's... Wait, what did I have on my second monitor? Oh, I had my OBS. Right, so there it is. Then I need my chat. I can't play the game. Underwear and socks are biz when you're 30 plus. I'm only 25, but they're already biz. I feel like I've hit the power spike. But I've been wishing underwear and socks since I was like 21. So maybe I'm the collector. I'm the enemy of laundry. The Eminence of Shadow is awesome. That's also another power fantasy, right? I believe doesn't that guy, isn't that the I Am Atomic clip? Isn't that from that anime or manga? I guess that would be. I mean, that's yeah, it is. That clip is fucking. That is something else. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but it's definitely a funny clip. Why is everyone doing SI 40 million? So Melian, oh my god, I closed the game. So Melian, there's like two ways of building him. So for some rounds he's doing damage in the curse realm, and I believe for those rounds you need the SI 40. Yeah. So in the I'm out. Have to visit my mom in 20 minutes ago. Oh, don't leave your mom for me. Nice having you in the stream, Logos, for the moderation duty. But yeah, anyways, take care. for Melion, the plus 40 is whenever he does damage in the curse realm, you need the plus 40. And then otherwise, for the plus 60, I believe that is the damage buff of other heroes, right? Those are they and the... Yeah. So basically, to buff other heroes, he needs E60, and to buff himself, he needs SI40. Ideally, you do both, because then you don't have to worry about it, but you can definitely cheap out on either of them, depending on which curse realm round you are talking about. But for PvP, he probably needs both. Even if it's just power fantasy, which yeah, the problem with me is I really don't enjoy power fantasy. Even the best power fantasy, I can't get myself to watch it. It just doesn't really interest me that much. Shadow is funny because it just makes shit up and comes true to his surprise. I mean, yeah, again, comedy and power fantasy and isekai are like my three least favorite genres in anime and manga. So yeah, definitely probably not something I would enjoy. What is your major? Do I have to translate this? Major? Do you mean what I'm studying, right? That would be it. Major translation. That's what I'm studying, right? Major. Something in the army. I'm assuming you mean what I study. I study law. Yeah, I'm studying law. I'm on my 4th year. Wait a minute. Let me just think. Yeah, I'm on my 4th year. So I'm theoretically done next year, but that's not how law works. You're never done. But yeah. Pretty sure I watched every isekai anime that exists. Yeah, I don't know if I should congratulate you or or have solidarity with you. But yeah, that's definitely an achievement. I know there's like 30 isekai anime every season. It's been a while since I've watched an anime, to be fair. But shouldn't there be more Bleach coming out soon? I gotta say, I know Bleach isn't like the best, but the nostalgia for Bleach, it's just reminding me of like being like, what was I, like maybe like 13 and just watching Bleach and being like, this, like, how could anyone make anything better than this? Just sitting there watching it. It's the best. Eminence in the Shadow plays with the anime tropes, so it's good for people who watch too much isekai. So it's like it's like the more isekai you watch, the better it gets. I would say it's the same with like maybe Hunter x Hunter. The more shonen or yeah shonen anime you watch, the better Hunter x Hunter gets because of the way it plays with tropes. Um, yeah, I could see that, but yeah, I'm not willing to invest time into watching isekai anime. Sadly, well, I don't enjoy them, so it's not sadly, but I would enjoy watching more anime. Definitely something I usually enjoy. But I feel like recently there hasn't been much good things for me to watch, anyways. And none of the mangas I've read recently have been adapted yet. But they'll come. And usually the manga is better than the anime. Let's be honest, guys. Like, let's not kid ourselves. I should really go refill my water bottle. I'm out of water, which means the next time I get thirsty, it's probably where I end the stream. All right. Well, I mean, we talked about like what would be good crossovers. I didn't even think about Berserk. Does Berserk even do crossovers in like gacha games? I don't think I've heard of that. And if they did, they would probably do it in like a more monetized gacha game. Berserk gacha crossover. Doesn't really look like it's a thing. Nope. They might have their own gacha game, to be fair. That could be something. I don't think they do. It's not that thing is too good to make a trash gacha game out of. But I do think you could make a good Berserk adaptation. That's the dream, right? A non 3D Berserk adaptation. Get like, I don't know, Ufotable to do Berserk. Or what else? Honestly, do we trust anyone but Ufotable to do Berserk? Maybe. I don't trust Mappa with anything because yeah, I just don't trust that studio. I think it's Ufotable or not. Elden Ring crossover? That would be pretty cool. I don't play single player games, but I know Elden Ring is well liked. That might bring some players. I like isekai tropes, but none of the ones I liked is Japanese. Japanese isekais is better. So I didn't even know of the non-Japanese isekai. That's how out the loop I am. Black Desert Berserk crossover is coming. If I decide to trust Google, trusting Google definitely not something that is usually wise. Well, I mean, yeah, we're all adults here. We know how it works, right? It's the same thing with AI. I've never used AI in my life, but I find I find the best saying ever is the AI knows more than me on every single topic except for the topic that I know something about. For example, if you use AI for law, like what the fuck are you doing? The things that comes up with is the worst things you could ever imagine. It'll obviously get better and eventually we'll get phased out as humans, but yeah, I know solo. I actually read Solo Leveling. I didn't know it. I didn't. It's not really an isekai though, but it's power fantasy. And when I say I read Solo Leveling, I read it when it came out, so I didn't get that far because there weren't any more chapters. So I'm not caught up at all. AI for my application process to change up the wording a bit, make it look more appealing. I don't know. I'm like an AI purist, honestly. I really hate the idea of using it in any. I know it's efficient and stuff like that, and I love efficiency. But for me, I've always prided put put a lot of faith in myself and my own abilities. So yeah, um, but again, it's heading one direction only. But I think being able to think for yourself is like such a huge skill. Like even if every dumbass can like come up with anything using AI, like being able to actually think is still a good skill to have, even though it is probably going to be less valuable in the future. Yeah, but that's just where we're heading, anyways. I should have taken a physical education. Maybe I could have been like a blacksmith or something. Probably not though. I would probably be the worst blacksmith of all time. But some of my good friends are like I don't even know the translations, but they do things with bricks. They build houses. I don't know what the translation is, but yeah. AI is that it breaks with reality. You can't tell what's real or fake. Well, I always assume everything is fake on the internet. For real life, though, luckily, AI is not something you can use in that. I use the password only. I feel my brain shrinking when starting new applications. Yeah, I mean, again, I haven't used AI because it's not usable in Danish law yet. It probably will be at some point. But I don't know. Yeah, I my opinion is what I've stated already. But yeah, it's obviously the future and everything. But I'm an old man mentally, so yeah, not something I would enjoy. But actually, a fun fact: one of my friends was driving with his little brother. Um, and the car, whatever, it stopped or whatever. Something happened, it malfunctioned, and then they were like, "What do we do?" And my friend, who's like my generation, right? He's like, "Well, I mean, we call for a mechanic." And then his little brother pulls out his phone. He takes a picture of the car and he asks whatever Chat GPT or whatever, "What's wrong with the car?" And then it gave him like whatever steps, and then they managed to fix the car. And my friend, he told me this story, and we both concluded that we're doomed. Like our generation is so doomed. We're basically, yeah. If you're from Hamburg, you're actually really close. One of my friends has a German girlfriend who's from Hamburg, um, uh, and they travel there occasionally. I believe they're in Denmark now. We have like a festival coming up, so we're going to be drinking some beer. I'm surprised you didn't know I'm from Denmark. I have like the greatest Danish accent on the planet, but I guess you do have to know other Danish people to be able to instantly tell the accent. Yeah, definitely something I want to work up. Also because I have a English subject coming up soon in law, and my God, like I have to somehow be able to articulate myself in English to a reasonable standard. So yeah, I have like half a year to work on my English. That's gonna be fun. Definitely have to relearn that language. It's been a while since I've used it in any serious capacity, anyways. Um, all right, I think because now we're stuck in tower as well, so there's actually nothing to do, and I feel like I have better things to do. Sorry guys, that like it's just I have stuff to do tomorrow, so like I want to get stuff done today as well. So I think we might be calling it here. Conclusions for the live stream. The last hour, I don't even know what happened in the last hour. Nothing of importance anyways, but we were able to pull 30 copies out of the Stargazers with 1,100 cards. Finally able to ascend Envy, which means our ranks will return in the Curse Realm and the Nightmare Corridor, and apparently also improve in the Treasure Scramble. Other than that, we are hoping that Lysandre does not become meta. That would be unfortunate since we're poor right now. But that's probably going to be it. I'm 1 copy short. Now I get distracted again. I'm 1 copy short to make Lan Ascended. Should I continue and make her 1 star? For Lan, I don't know if anyone capable or credible is left in the chat, but for Lan, from what I've heard, you stop at Ascended because her engraving is like, it's nice to have, but it's not needed. Yeah, so basically you take her to, for a Treasure Scramble, you take her to Mythic 40, and for Nightmare Corridor, you take her to 409. For the engraving, I don't know if it matters. You would have to ask someone more knowledgeable for me, but my gut reaction tells me that her engraving doesn't matter, and you can stop at Ascended for her. But there might be like some Cursed Realm rounds where you need her engraving. But then again, like, what's 3 more copies gonna do? Actually, when it comes to dragon cards, turns out a lot. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here. Let's see, is anyone even left? We have 28 people watching. I'm assuming half of them are bots. There's no way anyone is actually watching and listening to this ramble. But for those of you who tuned in, thanks for watching. I will be back once I summon my next Highborn, which will be on the next Highborn release or thereafter, once I know how good the next Highborn is. In the meantime, obviously videos every Sunday for Nightmare Corridor and Curse Realm. They're going to be slightly harder to copy now that I have Envy, but my scores should improve, and that is going to be nice. All right, good night, Beatrix, and I'll see you guys on Sunday if you choose.